Good evening. The video that I want to film tonight is basically an opinion piece. And the reason I want to show this video is to explain why it is that I've got a certain way of thinking when it comes to training with different people. And it's an opinion all about habit forming in the dojo. Now, I go to a lot of seminars. I mean, really, I go to a lot of seminars. And I'm lucky enough to train with some very positively minded, very sportsmanly, respectful individuals. And what can happen is we're training, and as part of the training, a throw will happen. My training partner will help me on. And we'll go again into the next, it'll be his turn, he can throw me ahead. Okay, and I basically, no, thank you. I don't let people help me up. And that probably looks disrespectful sometimes, and it really isn't. I mean, no disrespect whatsoever to my training partners. Indeed, I'm very grateful if they've got, a very positive way of training. There are reasons that I do that though. And one of these is all about habit forming, which I'm going to come back to. I'm very conscious that you might have an underlying back injury, and we martial artists can be stubborn people, carry on training through things. And also, my training partner might be carrying a bit of excess weight. And what I don't want is to be in a position where one of us is actually hurting themselves, pulling the other one up off the floor. So that's one reason, it's a safety aspect. Now the other thing, as I say, is habit forming. And I want to explain why. Now, in amongst all the various seminars I've been to, this one story I've been told multiple times by different people. And so many times, so I've got to question how true this story is, but I've been told it so many times. And in some versions it's a knife attack, in some versions it's a firearm attack, in some versions it's a British police officer, in some versions it's an American police officer. And the story goes to the effect of their training in whatever skill set. In this case, it's knife stripping. So they're training to knife strip, and to get in as many repetitions as possible, what they keep doing is as they strip the knife, they give it straight back. And as a result, they get really good at this knife strip. Okay, off angle, strike low, strip, and back. And as a result, they start to get really good and really fast, and they get in many repetitions at it. And the problem then is that one day, the reality happens, and the person concerned successfully strips, and then what does he do? Ah! Okay, and he's in the situation where he's just handed the weapon right back. And the one version of the story I got told was it was an American police officer who stripped a firearm and handed it straight back to the assailant. And thankfully his partner was on hand and dealt with it. But yeah, stripped the firearm and handed it right back. So I don't believe that this constant stripping and handing of the weapon back in class is such a good thing. Instead, we need to be promoting more applied habits. So essentially, when you're dealing with knife in the dojo, so you perform your technique, and then you get to this kind of habit where you strip, get rid of the weapon, and endeavour to retreat as quickly as possible. That would be the positive habit I would want to promote. And for the same reason, we revisit this idea of a throw. So, so I take a leap. This is my good student, this is Mr. Nasty without his knife now. So, what will happen is an attack will happen, and I will deal with it. I want to be in a position to finish and escape, not finish and then help him back up. Okay? So I hope that makes sense and explains why it is to some people that I do appear rude and say, no, please don't help me up. That's why, okay? So with that in mind, all those people that have helped me up, as it were, I do hope to see you all again on the mat. And I hope this video was of interest to you. Agree or disagree, I hope it's of interest to you. And thanks for watching. Thanks to both my students tonight.